He's ready to go.
I'd like to call to order. Are you ready over there? Okay. I'd like to call to order the Oxford Area Cable Communications Commission meeting for Monday, April 26, 2021. Please stand and pay our respects to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call.
Ed?
Yeah, I'm here.
Shar?
Here.
Mo? Here. Bill? Absent. Karen? Absent. If there's no questions, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
We have a motion.
Let's try to help out.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and it's been seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Public comments on items not on the agenda. Wonderful. If you've had time to review the minutes from the previous meeting, I would like to entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the revised minutes for February 22nd, 2021.
I'll second it.
Oh, February 22nd first. I'm sorry. We have a motion that's been seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of minutes from March 22nd, 2021.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes for March 22nd.
Support.
Been moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Bill wanted, shoot. We need to go back to the agenda approval.
Okay.
I screwed up.
Okay.
We needed to revise the position on the agenda. Bill wanted to put number 12 under 6B.
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda, moving item number 12 to item number 6B.
6C.
To 6C.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion that's been supported. All right, Bill.
Oh, already, good. Manager report.
Should we vote on that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Now we're ready. With adding new people, we are backed up and running with our full programming after a year of not being able to produce. If the governing bodies would like to live stream their meetings, we look into a grant to purchase a high-strength hub, a modem, and laptop computer to make that happen. The ability to live stream depends on strength of the event of host Wi-Fi. We recommend you review the numbers from the past year's Zoom meetings to decide if live streaming is worth the cost of the equipment. Should the governing body decide to enable live streaming of our meetings, OCTV volunteer Pat Mueller will write a grant to assist in equipment purchases. In viewership, we continue to hear opinions of our viewership numbers based on only one media source. We share our programming on YouTube, Facebook, our web page, and air and Cherokee Spectrum, AT&T, and some locations Comcast. The last three were unable to count viewership, so it is impossible to report how many viewers we have, but would be happy to have the residents call you to let you know the impact of those goals would be great. I would like to invite new Cushman member Karen Gable, Maureen Healthsmith, and new Township Supervisor Jack Curtis to our studio to see what and how we impart information to your communities. We are your communities, our only source of local information. Township of Oxford had audio issues with Dan's Weiss and our Calhoun, our people. We'll try to fix up that amplifier over there, but they're going to buy one. I think they're going to fix it out. We have spring comes the possibility of tornadoes. I want you to remember the community leaders that we have immediate emergency notification capabilities. We can crawl messages on air as well as send out warnings of Facebook, YouTube, and our website. Please notify us when you need the community to be aware of a local specific event. We also run community bulletin board notification, which covers events for park and recreation, community meetings, and library and DDA events, all of which gain a response. A great example is the turnout of the opening of the ice rink at Seymour Lake Park with over 1,000 viewers. Volunteer Pat Mueller is looking into writing a grant for camera lights, which will assist a camera position to capture footage in darkened areas. We are beginning to create a new 3-5-year planned equipment replacement. It's been over 7 years since our purchase of our field cameras, in addition to other equipment which is wearing out. This plan should be complete by midsummer and submitted to the commission at that time. We're looking for the Oxford Chamber to create a help wanted loop to offer help our local businesses to find the help they're asking for after what they've done with the shutout. We're looking for a local website administrator to update our site as well as our continued maintenance. And that's the end of our maintenance report.
The live stream thing you brought up, the beginning part of your report, I think what does that mean?
The live stream, if the government bodies like here wants to do freelance it outside, you need to have some equipment to do that. And we have the money to do that, but we have to get a grant to get the money to do you folks to do it, freelance it.
I don't understand when you mean freelance it out. I mean, what are...
Here comes our production manager explaining exactly why.
So if you want your meetings to be live, there's a hub, just a modem, that needs to intercept what we're recording and put it on the air, Wi-Fi, if you have a Wi-Fi. So it would go on YouTube or Facebook live stream.
You know, I was going to ask the question, and I never remembered to answer it, so I asked the question. Do you have the capability of feeding live TV?
Well, oh, you mean from the studio?
No, from here, like a remote.
That's what I mean. We would have to purchase a hub, a modem.
So you don't have it without purchasing?
That would, correct. And they're like $900.
The hub is $900?
A diesel one.
So,
And then that depends on the strength of your Wi-Fi, your system. Like, last year we did graduation. Was that when we got a lot of complaints?
Football, we did like 4,000 viewers in one hit for football.
Well, we did an event at the high school. We did it live stream, and it cut out several times. And we got a lot of complaints from the people in the community, and it wasn't our equipment. It was the fact that the Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough where they were at in the high school stadium.
Does this hub help with a low speed Wi-Fi?
So the quality that you purchase should help boost our signal to a Wi-Fi.
So who purchases, is this, I mean, if you purchase the hub, does it just stay in one spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a hub here, a hub at the village,
And
hub
then
at Leonard, a hub at Addison,
Right.
$900 a pop.
Right, which is why we would have Pat Mueller write a grant. You still have to have contributing funds, or you have to prove contributing funds as you're writing this grant. So we would either ask the municipality if they wanted to live stream to donate contributing funds, or then we would be able to.
So, what do we have, 4 communities, times 900? That's not even $4,000.
Correct.
Why do we need a grant?
Because it wouldn't hurt.
Well, I'm just saying,
Funding.
what, is this needed? Is this something that would be needed with each community?
That was
If the community wants it.
Are you guys still doing remote?
Yeah, again.
We actually just put a state of emergency in place so we can continue to do Zoom meetings. Because we have a big meeting coming up to be able people to be able to take part in. And we discussed, I'm not going to speak for the council, because we never really came to a consensus. But one of our concerns was if you live stream it, you still can't talk to the people.
Right.
There's no interaction. They can only watch what we're doing. They can't.
So it's no different than Zoom.
Correct.
Well, Zoom, they can talk to us and we can answer their questions. And I think live streaming would be great, but we can't talk to the people live streaming.
Right. Orion's been doing it for years and years and years as a courtesy to the community, so they don't have to go to the municipality. But like Mo says, and I totally agree, Zoom, they're able to interact. They had a house full because there was the marijuana discussion. Well, the council needs to hear from their residents, and you can't if you're live streaming. But live streaming seems to be important at times.
Well, it's always nice what's council doing tonight?
Yeah,
They're
it's really
It's
cool.
just so dumb. You want them to know
Yeah.
what we're doing. You want them to
Yep.
see what we're doing.
I would love that opportunity in the community that I live in. We can't even get the meetings after they're done,
So what is the
unfortunately.
benefit of live streaming versus, say, Zoom?
I don't think
Cross-communication.
Is what?
Cross-communication is the advantage. Is that what you asked?
No, well, if you're going to live stream versus Zoom, what's the difference? I mean, what advantage does the live stream have over the Zoom?
Let's hear that.
Oh,
Live stream is based on having a live meeting with
so
all the
Zoom.
participants here, which would replace the virtual meeting.
Are you always
Be
going
at
to,
home. Live stream would be in the building, correct?
Yes,
and are you always going to have Zoom meetings?
where everyone's participating right here.
I would think this would go into effect when Zoom is done.
Sure.
Because if people are willing to call in, but you would rather be able to, unless you want to be there for a particular topic, I'd like to actually see everybody.
so you think this is something worthwhile pursuing?
I didn't say that.
Your township supervisor is interested in it, which is why this came
So
up.
can you guys put together some sort of informational packet?
Yep,
I'd like to just look into it.
Sure.
Get the whole council involved and say, we like this. This is something we don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's $900.
one of the reasons it's on this report is for you to give us feedback on that
Bring
from
your
your
entities, right?
community.
I have a comment.
Okay.
I see a lot of Romeo's things, and I think they must be live
Probably.
streamed.
Yep.
So in other words, now correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm seeing is when I see NIT TV, I can click on it right now and watch their meeting. It doesn't have to be when the meeting is on. Is that live stream or not?
No. If it was live stream, you would only be able to turn on your TV and watch it at 7 o'clock on Tuesday evenings.
At the time the meeting is conducted.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Which doesn't preclude us recording it and keeping it up on the website. And
okay, well, maybe that's what they do, I don't know, but I
My
know that.
thought is they're recording, they probably don't have a huge amount of programming, so they're probably running those meetings continually at certain times of the day. As far as their programming is concerned, they probably got it on a lot. I know Brandon does, because they don't have any other programming. So they put either a really old game on or their meetings.
Okay.
Well, you guys
So
could-
that could be what Nick's
You
doing.
guys could provide us with some sort of report and analysis so we can understand it better. All right. And you're done? Mr. Bill?
Yes, I'm done, yeah, thank you.
Okay. 7A, pages 10 through 15. Any questions, concerns?
I make a motion, we receive and file the bills, bill runs, and the distribution report.
I think we got to approve the expenditure.
You're right, sorry. That one's A, isn't it?
Page 12.
I was trying to help you.
I appreciate that.
I make a motion that we pay the bills in the amount of $25,792.36. Is that what you want?
That's what I wanted.
All right.
Do we have a motion?
That was my motion.
Support.
We have support. Roll call?
Char?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
No, yes. Others are absent.
7B and 7C are for receive and file. If there's any questions or concerns,
I'll make a motion to receive and file items 7B and C.
I'll second it.
we have a motion that's been supported. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, unfinished business. We talked about previous meeting, management discretionary authority on personnel wages and salary, evaluations and such. Did you get a chance to set up some sort of evaluation?
Karen is going to email me the self-evaluations, and she did not. So I did not go any farther with that.
So the quick and easy question I'll ask, has anything been done since our last meeting?
No.
Sure it has. Ed's looking at you. Ed is. Terry is.
So, we're still in a position where Dan has not gotten his raise, and as I explained at our last meeting, he is our heaviest shooter. We have bestowed many more tasks on him since January, which is when he went full-time. He deserves a raise. Bill and I did an evaluation with Dan, and would like to present that to you so that you can make a decision to at least give Dan
Where is he at and where do you want
raise
to take
that
him
he
to?
deserves. Pardon me?
Where's he at and where do you want to take him to?
Bill has that information.
His evaluation.
No, where is he at?
Where's he at?
Pay-wise.
Hourly rate, where is he at and where do you want to take him to?
Oh, Lord.
That pay scale is in your packet. Or it should be.
What's Dan's position?
He's got two. He's a technical director, which is what we've bestowed on him, and that he's doing the duties that Elgin did, which is actually diagnosing and repairing our equipment when there's an issue.
On your list, which one is he?
Technical director, and
Somewhere between 14 and 20.
he's a producer. Yep.
Where is he at?
So,
We had it in the last packet. I didn't bring it in this one. Did you bring it in the last one? Nope. Crap.
Wait a minute.
Bill wanted to give him a $2 raise.
This was it here.
And he's somewhere around 15.
Well, where he's at right now, he's at $17.91 an hour.
Right now?
Right.
Where do you want to take him to?
I'll go for that.
I haven't got my calculator.
At least give him another $1.
How many?
I'd give him another $1, at least.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've given him a lot more responsibility.
When he went off of his unemployment, we needed him desperately. We had nobody here to do anything. He had to come in at 9 o'clock in the morning to do the news or carry the news. Then he'd come back that night to basketball himself, bring in new people, try to gather him to do stuff. He had to train them because Elgin put the equipment in. He's the original tech behavior. And he went right into hip with Dan on exactly what he's doing. So he's the tech guy that we have to keep this going. We have to have Dan, period. We need that money to keep him. It's his wife and the 3 little kid that pays money for him. We desperately have him, as Terry and me and Dave and Connie, a regular Susan people, what I'm going. So I would suggest what another, I wish I had the thing, we had to show it last
I
night.
wouldn't top him out, but I'd give him at least another $1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're speaking here today to ask for a raise for a guy. You don't know what he makes. You don't know what you want to pay him.
Well, we had the packet last meeting.
We've got
We had
us,
it.
Okay, but you don't have it this meeting.
pardon me?
But you don't have it this meeting.
Dave just told you what he's making right now, and I said I'd
You don't
at
know what you want
least
to take him to.
give him another $1.
And
I
is that all
wouldn't-
you're going to ask for him?
I wouldn't top him out, no, not for a while.
Why is he at 1791 instead of 18? I just,
How much price does he have?
They're percentage raises. Percentage raises are never even numbers.
Yeah, if somebody's 2.5% increase, they just take whatever he's making at the time and increase it by 2.5%, so it's not going to come out to the whole number.
yeah, okay.
And he's been here for 7 years at least, maybe
7
8,
years?
at least.
I mean, if he quit tomorrow, how would that affect the station?
Tomorrow?
I don't even want to think about that.
We probably can't do lacrosse tonight.
We wouldn't do any
How
sport.
many hourly people do you have on staff right now?
Hourly,
Yeah,
part-time,
hourly.
hourly, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Including Dave?
5.
No.
5. So you have 5 people. And
They're all very part-time
They're all
because they have
part-time.
other jobs.
Dan, you want to take the
18.
$18.91 an hour, $19 an hour.
Or 18.50, I don't
It was 16 earlier.
Well,
Okay.
since we didn't get anything accomplished in the previous meeting till now,
Originally.
I'm leaving it up to the board members here to decide how they want to push this.
We were, it was
Well,
16.
do we have to do a percentage, or can I just say, let's give him 19 an hour?
I don't care. I'm not the one that calls those
I'll make
shots.
the motion to give him 19 an hour,
Even?
even.
Char's big on even.
Yeah. If that's not what you want to do, you can change, what
My
the motion
position,
does.
my position on this is that we have an individual to my left who's in charge of the TV station, that we, as a board, have put him in charge. If he tells me anyway, that he needs this person and it's vital, I have to take him at his word, because if I can't, then I got the wrong guy in the position that we have him in.
Right.
So, I really don't have an issue with it at this point in time. I mean, if Mo and the rest of the personnel committee can get the evaluations established and started, then we can evaluate his situation at that time.
I'm gonna tell you what, if I'm that important, you're only giving me $1, I'm walking anyway.
He understands that we are a nonprofit, public access. He does understand that. And people that are in love with their craft give up a lot to do it. And he knows that we need him. He's what you call the epitome of a loyal employee.
Yep. The other thing,
And I feel like we've taken advantage of him.
yep. And by the way, thank you, Ed, for that statement. On this budget, I've been in this station now for 8 years as a manager. There has never, ever been any problem, anything about the budget, anything.
Well, I'm not ever...
Well, not you're not, I'm
I've never
thank you for that.
made that comment or accused otherwise, but...
Well, the reason I said 19 is because you didn't want to top him out, which would be another $1. I mean, I'm okay with 20. I was
we
trying
top
to
him
know
out-
what you were telling me.
What kind of incentive does he have in a year or so? I mean, unless we increase that pay scale.
Right.
Are we making this retroactive till when he was expecting to get it, or are we doing it till now?
It should be.
I think it should be
Well, you gave a
retroactive.
raise at the last meeting that wasn't retroactive.
It was.
So,
Yeah, it was.
that was not in that motion. That better not be retroactive unless it's in that motion.
I think I made the motion that it be retroactive. I don't know. I thought it was.
Well, is this one going to be retroactive?
I think it should be.
We asked for it in
We
January.
asked for it.
Yep.
It's on page 7 of 24, and it's not retroactive. I have a problem keeping that retroactive, but again, we're giving a raise that we put no thought into.
If you'd like a copy of his evaluation that we did, if that would help you, you can have it and look at it right now. Because it's been 4 months. And,
It's been 4 months.
and we need
This
to,
board only meets once every 27 years until we change it. Like
That's not 27 years, I mean,
every 4 months, 3 months.
3 months.
Well, we've met the last,
and last month we were
3 months in a
supposed to
row.
Yeah,
have
we
this
have met the last 3
discussed.
months.
And the month,
Because we just changed it. But that's why we get the budget in November, everybody wants to approve it and give raises. You can't do that unless you meet in October, and November, and December.
Are you paid for these meetings?
I am absolutely not paid for these meetings. As a matter of fact, I take time off work to come to these meetings. I lose money just to be here with you guys.
Well, I don't get paid either.
I don't either.
So what's the board's position on this?
we have a motion.
Yep, I made a motion,
How much?
19 an hour retroactive to January.
January what?
January 1.
2021. 2021.
No, what's the first Monday in January?
Fourth.
January 4th?
January 4th. Right, January
January
4th.
4th. That's my motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Any support? I'll support. Roll call.
Shar,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
Mo. No.
Motion carries.
So the bill is not raised either since January 1.
I realize that.
Okay, bring it up.
We're working on that.
Okay.
Okay.
They're holding, thinking.
Since you haven't done the evaluation plan with Karen, I just don't see the need to go into these other areas at this time until we get to that point.
Agreed.
You guys need to see the comparison of the wages.
Right. And I sent her a text or an email in Florida. Obviously, I didn't hear back.
And you guys need to set up the compensation scale.
Well, I think there is a compensation scale.
Well, you need to review it and then
Let's
review it, or just either bring it back to us as you're okay with it, or review, or make modifications to it.
Okay.
So, the salary personnel annual reviews and the rest of the performance initiatives, either wages or reviews, need to come back to us. What are we going to do? Are we coming back next meeting, or are you?
Well, I guess we gotta get a hold of Karen and see if she has those. Should have those evaluations, have to go a different route. And how we're gonna do the evaluation.
If we don't have anything in the next meeting concrete, then I'm at a point where we do this at a meeting. We just put this together as a board.
You can't do an evaluation in a meeting. Well,
No,
Okay.
the profiles, the standards.
we can do that now.
Well, I'm not prepared to do that now. I thought you were coming back with a,
A wage scale, we never mentioned wage scale.
well, no, but I thought you were coming back with a whole,
Does anyone know when Karen's back for Florida?
She didn't say, she just said she wasn't going to be here.
I will get a hold of Karen at her earliest convenience,
if we
and we will get something out to all of you, whatever she has us looking at.
if needs be, then at the next meeting, we'll have to, as a board, get more concrete to get this put together. If we have to.
Absolutely.
All right, then, I'm going to go to 9A.
Are you going to set aside this?
I make a
What's the
motion to
agenda
set
item?
that aside till next month.
I set aside
B and C.
A and B. C we did, A and B.
Yes, excuse me.
So the
I'll
motion,
support it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oakland County Investment Pool, page 22. Informational packet. Any questions, concerns?
I make motion to receive and file.
We have a motion,
I'll second it.
we have support, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We have no new business.
I mean, I approve. I don't think any of us actually made it with a 7.
We don't have any new business that I'm aware of. Committee reports. Well, obviously, we know about the Personnel Committee and the Technical Committee. We have not met. Commissioner comments. Ms. Helmut.
Nothing.
Ms. Sotheby.
Just some of the things that I've seen the crew doing has been very, very good.
Just want to say, Bill, I'm glad everything is fine. You're back with us in one piece. Any public comments? None? Make a motion for adjournment?
I so move.
Support.
Tea time.
Been supported. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.
Peter, send that.
Is that clock right? Is it 5 o'clock?